soon as I hit live, right, I started hearing Bone Thugs and Harmony. Meet me at the crossroads, crossroads. So you won't be alone. Um, I guess you're gonna be missing everybody, huh? Interesting. You know, a lot of folks who deal in that sort of work, they today be Monday, right? So that's their day. Mm. Wow, that was fast. That was fast. Interesting. There we go. So we'll see in a second. Give me a moment. So, if this is your first time joining me, my name is Gabrielle. Welcome to Intuitive Downloads. If you're returning, welcome. Thank you. Love you. Get your seat. Hurry up. This is the love train. Okay? We don't know where it's going to stop. We do all things here in the frequency and vibration and alignment of love. Okay? We don't deal with anything like that. Okay? We rebuke, reject, and banish to the recesses of hell any low vibrational energy, entity, or person that comes against me, my collective, anyone I know and love, and I mean genuinely love. So, be mindful, folks. But here, we are protected. No, no. So I can say it now, right? So I think I did a reading Saturday, and I saw in the clouds the image of an eagle, and sure enough, we all know who's going to the Super Bowl. Now I get it. People are like, why you know why? Because you have to think about the greater good, right? And as much as I'm not a fan of bread and circus, I can appreciate people needing to decompress. We all have our outlets. And so for the betterment and the joy of all, it was worth it. I hope y'all, like I said, I really do hope and pray that no matter where you're from, that you do work for your community, you do work for your environment, you do things to keep the peace, to raise the vibration, to raise the frequency, an agent of the light, and doing all things that are required to heal in this realm and every other. It's important. It really is. Because the spirit of peace, right? That is something that in this condition, in this form, that we can experience. And that is a shared experience. Because how could you know peace if your brother or sister did not? And I mean, because we are each other's keeper. So, it's just that. Ooh, I like when they get on that. I do, I do, I do, I do, I do. Okay. Let us see. Let us see. Who and or what has found themselves? Ooh, they waiting too. I guess the moment hasn't arisen. They're working on it right now. I just saw the Page of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. See, they're waiting for the right moment. There's never a right moment. Your plots will always be rejected. The energy's too unstable or something. I don't know. I just saw somebody, they're rushing towards their own worst nightmare. All right. Sorry, that was funny. Oh Lord. We gonna see. Hey y'all, Grand Rising. Truly. Alright, Holy Spirit. Angels at the ready. Ancestors, you know what to do. You do. Alright. Let's look at these people who found themselves at this crossroad. They confused. I don't know what to do, huh? Well, I knew he had to come out because in the when I was shuffling. Look. Now that is something. Right. Ooh! Sorry. But I'm not, though. Exactly. It's spot on. Y'all don't... Please stop that. You've already been defeated. Like, you need to be asking for mercy. You need to be praying for, like, karma to be gentle at this point. I don't feel like you're actually, I don't know where you're getting your information right now. Like, for anyone who's found themselves in, like, uh, graveyard work, like crossroad work, it's a juvenile perspective that you have. Like, you're not, you're not advanced enough to do this. I feel like somebody almost set you up because they sent you in willy-nilly. Whomever this, they're too strong. Like, you keep trying to, like, come for this energy here, workers of the light. Seriously. High priestesses who work for the light. Look, they're in the crypt. She's like, the energies that you're trying to invoke, or they've tried to invoke, or will try to invoke as times an illusion. My God, they're too powerful. You're playing with child's play, but trying to use energies that are above you to attack someone who's already overcame this tier. Is it with child? Mm. This seems like one of those situations where someone has forced a young initiate way too fast, or the ego of this person, and what a pity. See, this is very immature. Look at all the young people real quick. That's the devil in this deck, chilling back there. That's real sad. Because I really do. I feel like there's a bunch of young people, right? Early 20s, late, yeah, mid 20s. Oh, it's really heartbreaking because it's like they were siphoned. This energy, this dark force was using these young people to do, their bidding, if you will. They certain very vital bits of information have been held back. It's like they were sacrificed to this beastly energy. Oh my God. Father, forgive them. I know, free will. Oh, we all choose our paths. We all have our destiny. Mm. Like, yeah, like they dangled something. I feel like they dangled money. They dangled assets, finance. They dangled things to these young people who didn't have access to things. So easier to be manipulated. If it made them feel like they had purpose. It's that I wanted all energy. My God. See, and there's the wheel, there's the fates. See? Like I said, they manipulated these young people. It's wow. This is nuts. I don't even know. This feels new energy to me. Like these are energies that I have not come across on the channel yet. So new subscribers, so thank you. At the same time, they've literally opened Pandora's box here. This reminds me of some of what I was touching on the other day. And like when you're giving or you find information, right? But certain things, vital things, have been removed. And so that cabin in the woods energy, like set up, fed bullshit, felt lies. Like I'm really, it feels like that. Like things were being laced and easier to soften the mind, to be manipulated. Like, wow. Somebody's mind, like they literally, this is the chaos. They cannot escape this. No peace. And it's funny, right? Because I know, oh, thank you, Holy Spirit. It's those who play with energies like the power of three, the dark trinity forces. That's what this actually feels like. The devil, remember? It's so funny with the whole, references to Christ being the shepherd to the lost sheep, and but it's also what happened in the garden and the manipulation, supposedly, just stay with me. The apple, what it represents. There he is with that apple. It's a golden apple, right? It's a reason why. See, I look at it like this: when you're selected by the divine, you get tested and you get tested. Not everything is by the devil, by the way. You get tested to the point where by the time temptation try to creep up on you, you already know better. You hold on to those lessons like your life depends on it, because they do. But other people don't have that sort of rigor because they go through proxies. Many are called, few are chosen. But when they're called, right, that little light goes on. It gets even brighter. And so these entities and agents creep out. Oh. It's like I'm getting a twofold energy where we have people today who will be finding them with their themselves in crypts and shit. Not even joking. But these are young people, and it's almost like when you think about hazing, no matter what order you join, fraternity, sorority, it doesn't matter. There's always a hazing period. Whether you go into uh, law enforcement, military, there's always hazing. Sports, there's hazing. There's an initiation. That's the hazing. But what they do is a perverted version of the natural trials and tribulation you will be going through here in Earth School. We've all been selected. We're here. But do you hear the call? I mean, these forces that these people are having to fight because they opened themselves up to it, by the way. That box was forbidden to pry open things that you should not causes calamity, and that's what this feels like. Children, please stop. You need to ask for forgiveness. You need to stop. You need to repent. You need to figure out what you. Oh my God, Joe. Did I just see the sun card? I think you flashed me real quick. This is nuts. It's not too late. I want you to know that. Some of you haven't crossed this line yet. I don't feel like you survived whatever this is, and that's what it's freaking me out because I started with that song. Oh man. Hey, but you need some love? You need some love? I got you, but your hair gets everywhere. For some, I don't even feel like this is just today. Like, it's rapid. Yeah. See, as we transition to a new north and south node, early spring, no, excuse me, late spring. Currently, the north node is still in Taurus. So I do feel like the temptations are very high right now. Look how she dangles the grapes, right? Orchard, grapes. I got it. Grapes of wrath. Oh man, it's next door, bro. Calm down. I know fertility is one of them. So, grapes have a few interesting symbolic meanings. You never look down on grapes. Fruit has historical facts that point to its spirituality. See what I mean? I feel like right now, don't fall for this shit, right? Because they're telling you that if you continue on and not take this shortcut, you're guaranteed to bear fruit. But if you allow a season, and it's so funny because the Four of Pentacles is often um, interpreted many, many ways, like all the cards, right? But it's the Midas touch. It's not all. It's not necessarily being miserly, like greedy, like no. It's your perseverance, your stick to itiveness, your dedication, the purity of that dedication. Your efforts are not wasted. I need listen. Go ahead. It's a sign of the harvest. The Nine of Pentacles, right? It's so funny. It's almost like you would be settling taking this path. It's a certain fate. This is why growing up, we were always taught about the Joneses, right? And it's kind of a passing thing, but it's a phrase about not looking to other people. It reminds you of one of the commandments. You don't covet what your neighbor has, not their home, not they field, not their spouse. Keeping up with the Joneses. Keeping up with the Joneses is about to have somebody full of demons in the spiritual fight of their life. You're so close to where you need to be. Focus. You got to fight back this noise because there's a lot of people, a lot of energies. This is shifting now, um, that are projecting these negative entities that are trying to penetrate your mind. Push it back. The attacks are increasing right now. So even those people who are being manipulated, thank you, Spirit, into using their own precious life force to do this graveyard work with these neophytes. They're harnessing their energy because the people at the top are they're taxed. They don't know what else to do, so they're trying to use other, thinking you please. This is a spiritual war. I don't care about your vessel. So huh, just understand that. Spiritual people understand that. Demons jump bodies like you wouldn't believe. They use your children because you don't protect them. You don't clean them. You know what I mean? Like you don't do the things to insulate them from this spiritual warfare. So they're little open conduits of pure energy that stay in a very particular vibration. I believe it's theta kids are in, where the imagination is high. That's why they have imaginary friends and whatnot. But they also see spirits. They see entities, and those low vibrational things. They know it, so they will torment you through your man. Be careful. Be careful. I don't do free readings. You see the information provided. If you want that question asked, you should submit payment. If you want that question answered, I should say, submit payment. If not, I understand. The craziest part about this here is that so many negative things came out of Pandora's box before hope was seen. You're at, it's not the end, but you're crossing a threshold in one leg of your spiritual journeys. And you need to know that the devil will attack you endlessly, ceaselessly when you are really on your dean. If you are not being tormented, and you know, like I said, you know the difference, or you should know the difference between when your Father in heaven initiates you and the devil is testing your initiation. If you, he always feels that mankind doesn't deserve our position, that we're unworthy. So close. Mm, so close. Please keep going. This is a very real thing. See, there's five pentacles between the two, but we see it here, Queen and the Four. It's something about the lack, the poverty consciousness. It's trying to stir almost like childhood woundings. You are crafting something amazing. These poor kids. This does not please me, guys. This does not. They won't be. Oh, okay, thank you. It ain't gonna go anywhere. Because you know what I'm getting also? These are not parlor tricks, folks. I knew, I don't know why they said that. It's like they want, if there's a young person, I feel like almost like a ringleader, right? This Knight of Wands energy that wants to use it as a show of power, like a flex. And that's just not how that works. I'm getting so much. I'm getting gatekeeper energy here. Like this person here, there's a young masculine energy. And young is a relative statement. I mean that like, again, I just get 20s, 30 max. It's like somebody makes a choice. They present them with an offer, right? Especially this feels like industry shit. Like the way this is shifting. Just looking at these, the cups with the knight of yeah, the Knight of Wands. Is Griffin a record company? Hold on. Griffin Records? That is a. Okay. Independent Texas label. Huh. Huh. All the logo shifts? Hold on. I don't know. I'm gonna leave that alone because y'all website look a little mind my business. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe you down in Texas, right? And I just saw Griffin is a company out of El Paso. I don't know. Allegedly, I don't know why they're coming up. I'm not putting anything on these people. I don't know them. This is entertainment only, people. So excuse me. This is not meant to like poke at anybody. So let me remove them. But if you're thinking about signing a contract with these companies, I actually, it's funny. This company in particular, it feels like, has tried to distance themselves from the seediness of the industry. Like, that's cool. So I feel like this is actually like a confirmation for someone. If you're there's a record, that's so funny. Like they're more balanced. They keep trying to take them down too because of it. Interesting. I don't know why that boulder looked like a rocket, but it do. Or a torpedo or something like that. This could be a message for someone who works. I don't know, but I see an attack coming your way because you've done things to distance yourself from the seediness of the industry. Like you actually nurture your artists and things like that. That's really neat. I feel like you make a conscious decision on how it's balanced. I see that. Like the image you put out to the world is very, like your message, like all of that. That's neat. They do. They almost feel like they need to be shepherd to the flock of all these young artists out there from those crazy contracts that really aren't fair. They're not balanced. Hello, lady. Or maybe you are being encouraged to start this label or something like that. I don't know if it's like a female only, a women's only, because the Empress should, I feel like it's time for that, for a place for female entrepreneurs and record, artists have a safe space. And it's funny because I do feel like it's a guy who wants to do this because he really appreciates, you know, the direction and potential. That's interesting. I feel like this is the solution for somebody. I'm sorry, the energy just changes. I can't help it. You keep praying and praying on what to do, what direction to go, when the best, the most righteous thing to do in this situation, your intuition is nudging you strong anyway to separate yourself from this industry, and you need to. You need to. I feel like you good. You're the golden goose anyway. So what do you know what I mean? Like, being it's funny because you can choose to be independent, which is really you following your north. Don't get it twisted. Whoever that's for, they could also be going to the crossroads today for you to try to keep you from doing this, from going from an idea to action, right? And I say action because the pentacle is the materialization, it's the realization, it coming into true fruition with all of the grapes out here, okay? We're not ignoring that. Do I feel like all signs are pointing you in that direction? Start your own. I want to call you Hefe. I don't know what your background is. I don't even know if that's appropriate, but that's what I heard. What does that mean? Like boss? Leader. Yeah, see? Exactly. It's time for you to be a leader. Yeah, Hefe. I don't know what the female reference. What is it, La Jefe or El Jefe? I don't know. Or Jefe? I don't know. This is why you get in such a resistance. This is why this is harder than it needs to be, because to be quite honest, because look, we got 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 wands, right? It's such a struggle. And I'm gonna tell you, and I'm talking to a lady, right? Because they're the 10 wands right there, right? You got everything you need to make this happen. Yeah. Keep it to yourself until you've worked out all the legalities of it. But this is what you've been manifesting, whether you realize it or not. You're holding yourself back from your own. You meant to be a female boss. I mean that. Seriously. Uh-huh. This is why they're working so hard on your mind. I'm telling you. This is all like crown chakra and all of that. Like they're working really hard on your mind because they don't want you to realize this potential. Like you're so fucking close, it's not even funny. This energy and this energy, it's the same. Confusion, chaos, conflict, restlessness, anxiety, paranoia. Pray, 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 pray. Yeah. And like, so people don't get it twisted because I do feel like there's a smear campaign, right? To keep you like, so say for instance, you need investors, you need startup money, you need seed money or whatever it is. So there's a smear campaign going on right now. So when you actually, start reaching out, trying to get people and components together, it's more difficult. But I feel like what it is you want to create is so ready. Like we're right for it. And so no matter what this BS is, you're gonna overcome it. Yeah, see, it's a 7 year, right? So I just counted on the drama starter card. It's 7 boxes of popcorn, right? Mm-hmm. All right. This actually one of these people, right? I feel like it's an ex. I'm sorry, just looking at this thing, right? And it's so funny. Because I feel like whoever this person, right, that you've cut things off, right, who is actually a part of this whole smear campaign, it's because some men, and this feels like masculine energy, really do feel as though sex can keep a person with them. And if it can't, you of course must be looking for something like financial, right? You must be some form of gold digger. And then really all that has transpired, like, is you stop buying the bullshit. Is, somebody, it looks like somebody would pillow talk you, tell you what you wanted to hear, pump you up. And it's really rudimentary, right? Because they were trying to appeal to the little girl within you, right? The white picket fence and the blah, 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 blah. Seriously, they were trying to appeal to that. But their own tactics are juvenile. I don't feel like you were actually ever in a state of delusion about whatever this is. I feel like you were always very clear, very balanced, whatever this is. What I do, I feel like this is part of the make shit up with the drama starter, right? And it's funny when broke people talk about how people who left them really just trying to marry for money, right? And the crazy part is you just got tired of waiting on this person to grow up. Whoa, we not taking that, right? Because look, this person could have, I mean, this could be this person who's gone out their way to try to create drama for you to prevent you from moving in a direction that you need to. Or these are the things that this person could have been trying to, put out there about your character in some form of assassination attempt. That you're some sort of obsessive, toxic person, right? That, you've been in and out of trouble with the law, because you can see that there, right? And I feel like somebody just be, I mean, clearly just making shit up. That you be like chasing them down or something like that. That, I don't know, maybe you're some sort of hopeless romantic. I don't fucking know. That you're always looking for some sort of ego verification, or like, this person's just a spiritual hater. And they're just mad that you removed yourself from this situation. And it's so funny because I really sense that you have what they want, but they have nothing that you want. So really, I really do feel like this is somebody's ex doing a lot to hinder their path. They want you in a constant state of worry, anxiety, almost at a fisticuffs sort of energy, right? Where you feel like the world is against you, where you're always struggling and fighting and battling. They really think you don't see, but you see very clearly. And with the whole marrying for money, this person wants your time, your energy, your life force. They definitely don't want you achieving your destiny. Same shit, different day. You know who this person is. Hell, even I know who this person is. This person, they do the same things over and over again. Bad habits just flashed. They watched you from fake accounts, yada, yada, yada. Either they think you simple or they are. It's the IP addresses. Look, they're looking you up from fake accounts. Yeah, always partying. And while they drunk, high, or whatever it is, they like to watch you, tap into your profile. Look, think about it. Look, whatever. I just need you to focus, okay? You have literally come out of this war. Like, you literally, remember how, anyway, I know to roam around like a lion in the night, right? Okay. You came out of the cave. You went in knowing what you were up against, right? Because she knows all, right? But look at her apple. Different tones, right? Different facets, right? Look at the red. You went in ready for war, and you came out victorious. You did. They want to know how you did it so bad. And for some of you, there could just be children involved in this scenario, and they thought holding the children back from you or the child back from you would be a way of breaking you. It wasn't. I do even feel like this person tried to convince you at a time to actually have a child with them. You thought this was daft. You had to fight hard out of this situation because the karmic contract that you two had was a serious one. Like, this was probably the most difficult karmic partnership you've ever had to clear from your lives. But you did it. And you pulled back all your power. You called it back. You reclaimed it. Mm, very neat. I love how you can get so much out of so few cards. hmm This person, they've tried to get readings on you. They cannot. They cannot. Every time, and listen, here's the funny part. There's a memo that went out, um, like, people who are truly tapped in, this person has been told they've been blocked. So when they approach new readers, they automatically are warned that this person is a divination abuser. They're violating spiritual law. So they're not getting what they want anymore. Right. Because it's played out. They didn't I tell you? They probably tried to use the kids against you. hmm This is how they really want you to feel, to be quite honest. Feminine energy. They want you, like, literally losing your shit. They want you in a place where you're thinking about harming yourself, and they're doing glamour work as well, where they're trying to put on this mask, this energetic veil around you, so people are obscured by your energy and your presence. Yeah, but look, scarcity tactics and child services. Uh-huh. Someone could even been trying to put out information if you have children that you care for, you're a bad parent, you're a bad mother, and particularly. Right. This is what's been traveling around. And I feel like people have actually been defending you who know you. See? Told you they didn't want you to have any. Look, see? Wow. They wanted you never to have another reason to smile, that it would always be a front. That's some sick shit. I mean, really, seriously talking shit. But you don't care because the proof is in the pudding. Everybody knows, look, it's all about the vibe, right? And this person, I feel like their vibe is terrible and people know it. Like, people don't want to be around this. They don't. You be like, ew, gross. That's quite sad. But there's a turn of events coming where some of you will be overwhelmingly happy and experience this Ten of Cups energy, right? Because you fought the good fight. You really, really did. You didn't complain about it. And I feel like you waged spiritual war. Like, you weren't combative. You were, like, defending yourself. Ooh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wow. It ain't gonna matter. They're not gonna get what they want. There's no wish fulfillment there. Cause look at this janky shit. Look. So this is actually somebody's emperor. Wow. If you even want to call him that. This person, sneaky. We'll see. Somebody may not know what they really want. That's also could be an issue, I see. There's a setup though. Somebody is really Five of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. Yeah. But it's that there's no wish granted here. So this is for people who have been working with these gens. These gens ain't playing with you no more. They're not. They're not. There's an angel in the way. Look. And it's so funny because I've never seen this like this before. It's like whoever this person was that was trying to work with these genies, right? They were making offerings. I don't even know how. Listen, I know nothing about them for real, for real. I don't need to. I just know their energy when I feel it. That's enough. It's enough. Anyway, however, they were trying to conjure these gens. There's an angel blocking it. And it's so funny. Every time they try to like give something over to this entity, it's like, see how the angel has the cup right there at the chin? It's like every time they spew forth, it's like they're collecting. Look, it's the womb. So if they have been trying to conjure and use gens off of womb magic, look how the angels right there. See how the vessel, the holy vessel, they're draining this person. Wow. Wow. So if there had been any masculines harnessing, oh, you in trouble, you in trouble, you in trouble. I don't care about your gender. I don't. I don't. So if I say masculine, I don't mean a woman or a man. I just mean the energy. Wow. See, this had been the plot, the plan, the strategy from the beginning, and it had been working. It had been working. But you know what? It ain't no more working. Because there's an angel, and I feel like they was told. They been was told. They was been. They been was told. They was overdoing their manipulation. They was overdoing their power. They was just overdoing it. Wow. just very interesting. Okay. See, I immediately with the rumble here, the rubble, made me think of the tower. We're in a 7 year. And look, as I say genies, look what she's holding. An oil lamp. See? They're like, why isn't it working? It can't hold anything. There's nothing to siphon. Like it's told you there's an angel. Every time they do some shit, there's an angel like whoop, kick it over. Whoop, kick it over. Yeah. No more conjuring for you. The lesson has been learned. They saw your shit coming. Somebody took action. There's no more of that. Like it's yes, look. Six. Uh-huh. Double sixes. Mm-hmm. And then look. I keep playing with people who got real skill in the game. Mm, mm, mm. They really keep trying to put people in these demonic binds. Like they keep trying to put, like, I don't know if this is they want. I don't deal in this shit, so sometimes I struggle with the words because it's like really. Mm-hmm. You see, he got a scroll, right? It's paperwork, it's contracts, right? It's like people keep trying to alter your path, but you're in control. I know. Y'all be so tired fighting. But you got good defenses. I mean that very beautiful like defenses in place. Look, here they are right here with this 8 energy, right? These 8 pentacles, right? Working real hard trying to come up with something. But somebody's already mastered it. There's not, yeah, always, oh, it's a day late and a dollar short type shit. And it's so funny because you don't see no majors out here, do you? Not one. See what I mean? Child's play. Child's play. There's a reference to a major arcana, but it ain't out here. It's a child's play. Look. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Somebody has made a literal choice to stand in their power. Like a boss. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. There's a storm coming. Remember them cult leaders we kept picking up on, y'all? King of Pentacles. There's the Fool. All right. Mm-hmm. We kept seeing the masculine, right? The masculine energy here, here, even when that showed up, right? I'm so excited for this transition in the North Nodes. It may take that much time before you really feel like you're firm back on solid ground. But just know you are advancing on your spiritual journeys. By the time the literal Aries season rolls around, and by the time the North Node actually shifts into Aries, you're going to notice something completely different. Like these energies are dynamic and potent. Just keep going. I want to know what's going to happen to them. What's going to happen to these people who was working with them gems? Bad choices, huh? Well, because wishes ain't never what people think they are, man. Ooh! Because this guy always looks like he's demonically possessed to me. Like it's something about the eyes. Oh, so they go into the fiery pits of hell, I see. All right. Nice. Okay. Oh, look what's on the bottom. Game over. But what I was saying, there's about the storm that's brewing. It's real sad because he's holding the world in his hand here. He's holding it there, here. And they're each, oh, it's amazing. The globe is drawn differently in different positions each time. See, there's an American Africa connection, and I don't mean like African America. Nah, I'm talking about these groups and orders and shit. Yeah, 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 yeah. These people been working with each other across seas, right? And so, been putting the pieces together, the intervals. Apparently, oh, those are shut up, Gav. All right, but see now, look who he got front and center. Look what the Eagles looking in on. Is that not the continent? And see, when I say the continent, like most people of melanated descent and shit like that, we refer to Africa. It is the continent. Like it's the only one that matters, right? Um, and no disrespect to anybody. I'm not even from there, but it's just the continent. It's the biggest. The life started there, right? The just saying, or that's what they keep trying to tell us. I kind of feel like people were just, but hey, mm, yeah. I don't know enough about the mountain, like the terrains. I know there's like, oh my gosh, I gotta look real quick. Fine. Okay, so because I was thinking Atlas Mountains, but I couldn't be certain. I was like, but okay, so that's Morocco, Algeria, and Tunisia. I don't know. Yes, I'm aware. Whoever's saying Kilimanjaro, I'm aware, but that's not where I was getting. That's Tanzania, but maybe because that wasn't. Everybody knows Kilimanjaro. Simeon. I'm looking for something visually very particular. Hmm. Drakensberg. Where's that? That's South Africa. Okay. Oh, it's gonna be a problem. I feel like there's at least four different places that it's going to be your problem because they were doing this work. I, the Atlas for sure. That anyway, whatever cultures. I'm gonna say it like this, right? Because I'm gonna leave this alone. This could take me a while, and I don't want to get that distracted. If you work, so I know Islam in particular, they work with the genies, and I know and like Persia and Arabia, like that comes out of there as well. It's not just, but it's that area, the Middle East and the continent. But this is feeling like just the continent right now. But it very well could be. It's that whole region. I'm telling you, if you got a cultural connection with those energies, I am so sorry. Because, boy, I tell you, is it really that? I mean, historically, these two peoples have problems with each other. I'm getting there. I'm not going into this. I ain't starting that shit. But historically, these two cultures have issue with one another. One thinks it's, you know, one thinks it's better, and it's not. It's not. Yeah, it's something about Morocco. What is it like Fez or something? One of those is a coastal. Hold on. The Rift Coast. Okay. Casablanca and Rabat sit right on the coast. I feel like it's the capital. I don't know what the heck's about to happen there, but I'm not necessarily liking it. Now that's interesting because I'm getting something militarily right now, and I don't know if I should say this. I really don't. I'm like, oh, I think I gotta keep that to myself. Oh, oh, Are they still two separate? Hold on. Hmm. Interesting. They do still have a king. Oh yeah. Oh. Mm. So check this out. Check this out. Check this out, y'all. Right. The Constitution grants the king extensive powers. He is both secular political leader and the commander of the faithful as a direct descendant of the Prophet Muhammad. He presides over the Council of Ministers, appoints the Prime Minister following legislative elections, and on recommendations from the latter, appoints the members of the government, while the Constitution theoretically allows the king to terminate the tenure of any minister or consultant. Okay, so so it is the Atlas. So I don't know, guys. Something's about to happen in Morocco. Um, mm, I don't know if somebody's going to renounce. I don't know. I'm not necessarily going to keep this on Morocco, but I am seeing something almost like because you see how the emperor's wearing his priestly garb. I mean his royal garb, right, with the ram drape. Look how he's lifting it off of him now. It almost looks like somebody is renouncing one form. It's like there's some sort of sacrifice being made to gain more power. This is interesting because he's that place. The king is everything, but it's like somebody's looking back at how things have gone. You know what fruits have been harvested, and honestly, the pain, the suffering, the loss, and the healing that needs to take place. And it's like this is the moment to elevate and uplift. I almost wanted to say unify. I don't know if this is sharing of power. I don't. I feel like somebody's giving their life over to a higher power. It's really what this is feeling like. And like they're renouncing. Like they're seeing things from a different perspective. Oh, submitting to a much higher power. Or maybe there's a transition of power, something like that. I don't know if he's unhealthy, but they would never let you know that. Look. This was 5 hours ago. Morocco reopens embassy in Iraq. after an 18-year absence. You see what I'm saying? There's some sort of because don't he look like an emissary being sent to foreign land? It's almost like to reestablish their connection. I hope this ain't another like civil war amongst the Muslims. It really would be neat if y'all read the. Shut up, Gab. It ain't my business. It ain't my business. But look into Petra. I'm. Mm, mm. How does a country that small have this almost the same exact populace as we do? Oh, I'm sorry. No, I looked at they dollar. Never mind. I'm wrong. I misread that. It's almost like returning to the fold. I don't know, y'all. This is interesting. It really does feel like that. Like, you know how they, what do you call that? A dispensation? There might be a new Islamic dispensation coming out where they rewrite in the Quran or something like that. And I don't know if they have leaders. Um, I think it's happened before. I'm pretty sure they had a civil war. They're giving me all of this right now. It's really weird because it's like, okay, it's not my culture, so it's touchy to speak about this because, again, people can be very sensitive about things, and there's no harm being implied. I'm just saying what I'm getting. Like a reform. It feels a renewal. Maybe finally getting away from those entities. That could be something that is being removed also, because they do a lot of editing. Maybe they realize now that burning the old knowledge was wrong. I don't know how many of you, I think it was the University of Minnesota. I think, I'm not certain, but there was a professor who was sued recently, although the information was provided. A lot of folks don't realize that there were pictures, meaning paintings done of the prophet before um, it was ruled that there shouldn't be any images, right? And so they went in and they pretty much just put a white veil over any painting that had his face. But some things do survive. And the only people who are supposed to have the original documentation, at least to my knowledge, are the higher ups, like the extreme higher ups of the organization. And that is literally kept for historical accuracy, but that is not the current teaching or whatever it is. Again, how it was taught to me, how it was broken down to me. But this information has gotten out and it offended a lot of people, although this is a college curriculum, although they were told they could excuse themselves from this class if they were going to be offended, and still they attended, and still they sued, and still it's ridiculous because, hey, the Bible says a lot of things and people got no problem just saying, nah, we ain't going to agree with that, right? So let's just get real about it. But I do understand the principle of the words, the teachings mean more than any vessel. So I really do get behind that and not wanting to be at the forefront of something when it's really like about everyone. But it's something about that hoopla that started, right? When if they actually had like I hate to put it this way, but there's no better word, a secular education, a historical uh, approach to the teachings, the dispensations, and all of it, the way seminary school is. You study everything. It's a very honest and cathartic process, because so often, like if you look at the Bible, right, you're like, oh, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, right? But at least in seminary, right, not that I've been, they at least remind you that they were illiterate people. They wasn't reading and writing like that. So who wrote this? And so they teach you how to think, at least a challenge, into, you know, and the honoring of oral storytelling. And there's only so much of those, scrolls, if you will, but they come from different. Anyway, we're not gonna get into that. But I feel like that there's a recognition of how harmful certain choices were by discarding certain things, and this sort of manipulation that has happened in this process. I don't feel like that's what was wanted. And so the only way out of the confusion is like to uplift certain things, to remove the veil, because that's what it looks like he's lifting. Wow. And of course, I mean metaphorical, because it ain't my business. I will say this: in my personal interactions in life, the people from Morocco are lovely. They really are, that I've met. And a much more relaxed version of Islam that I experienced through them. You can say more worldly, Western, I don't know, but it's not mine, so I can't judge either way. But I know I've been experienced and had experiences with the different variations and subgroups and things like that, and they are very different. Some are very devout, some are reformed. It's just that simple. I guess it's the difference between like a Sunni and a Shia. I have no idea. Forgive me. I'm literally just going off of what I know. And if there's anything collective, if you feel like I need, like, put it in the comment section right there, real quick. Like, it's interesting. It's like too much. See, those swords, it's thoughts, but it's knowledge, it's information. And you see the cloak and the cloistering. This sort of dodginess, it's like it's made the shadowy aspects are bigger than what they truly are. And so there's a crumbling happening, a rebuilding that's happening, a reestablishing of a keystone, fundamental keys that have been missing. I do. I feel like somebody there is a religious leader, like, I want to say in North Africa, could even be the king of Morocco. I don't know. That's what it feels like. Um, who's going through this awakening? Wisdom does come with age. And it's so interesting, the closer we get to dying of the flesh, truly dying of the flesh, the more things become simple. They become so clear. The spiritual path is illuminated in such a way that you feel like you were like in the dark in the desert for eons. Interesting. I know the King of Jordan has been known to give out money to his people. Here, but here, calm down, take my. There's something to that too. So there could be like blessings coming in from. It's definitely a male leader. I'm telling you, it's not even the emperor. And it's the kingdom. of Morocco. This is why it's like, oh, okay. No. Uh-huh. Somebody's going down a brand new path. Like, this is going to be so fucking interesting when this happens. I guess I will be watching world news. I don't know what that is. All right. I feel like this has been long awaited. Like, really been in their head. This has been on somebody's heart. Look how, look, I mean, oh, this is interesting. I'm sorry if y'all don't think so. But this is. Because I'm literally tapping into someone's spiritual evolution. And I feel like it's been a long time of like deciding what to do, what to do. I guess one of them is in the background. How you doing? You should be at work. Take your ass to work. Oh, fed up, huh? You, mm. This will be successful. It will be. I just want to let y'all know the Emperor came out. Like, this is some real ball shit. Um, and this is how you fortify a kingdom. Crown, 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 crown. Like, for real. This will be victorious. It will be successful. I cannot even imagine. This is crazy. Did I tap into the royal frequency? Oh, ooh. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. Yeah, they are. Ooh. All right, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for it to happen. All right, let's look at how this will be victorious. Multiple factions working together. Or this could be an empire unifying. Because I have multiple kings out here. In order to establish a greater, more dominant kingdom, there could. Shit. Interesting. If you think I don't know you watching me, I do. Don't make me say your name. I can feel your energy. It'll never be about what username you use. I'm just being real. Like, it makes no sense. It's an energy thing. That's how psychics work, right? It's energy. Mm, mm, mm. That's funny. This could even be a bait and switch. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. I guess we're getting out of the royal frequency. All right. So Going back to the people who was collaborating overseas. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right? If there's somebody who was putting on like a real serious witch doctor, warlock, some shit like that, who was like really just in it for the dough, just talking mad shit, really just in it for the money. King of Pentacles right here, right? Got the fake flexing, right? I feel like somebody about to come see him because I feel like they lied and manipulated somebody out of some money, saying they would be able to do something that they can't, and whoever it is, like I feel like this was like love work. Even though I don't see any real cups out here, got the not. I'm telling you, it's this energy. Like somebody is still single. Like somebody is still exercising they whole control power, whatever you want to call it. Like they still single. They still on their own, and they like, yo, you lied. You said you had the juice. Mm-mm. Maybe at one time they did, but not when it comes to this. It's angelic energy here. So I really, oh, that's so funny. I feel like it's a bunch of men about to come see this high priest. That's what he feels like. This person might go try to hide in the mountains. I'm not kidding. In a cave in the mountains. I'm not even joking. Like on some Osama shit. I'm not even joking. Or they got a house up in the mountains or something like that, a fort, something like that. Anyway, look all these angry men. All them, look all them wands back there. They like got this person boxed, and you like you better show me something. Somebody might get fleeced. Okay, remember that's the golden fleece. Somebody might get fleeced, or this person had been fleecing these men, trying to, you know, get they women to, give them money and allow them to have multiple da da da. Like, this is rich beef. So can I call you Kobe or Wagyu? Since we doing rich beef, right? Kobe or Wagyu? Hmm. Wow. Yeah, it's a group of men. I don't know, like they got money. This could be like a yacht or a boat or something like that. But they're coming. They're coming to see this bull. Yes, they are. One been making false promises and it's just saying, yeah, I agree. I keep hearing that line from American Gods when the bull ran into the genie. He kept saying to people, "I don't grant wishes." Mm. I feel like this shit had really it been working for a minute because he was able to like take advantage of young, inexperienced people. Ooh, I don't think that's the move here. All it has done, look, I told you I'll be having angelic protection. They got you like set apart. I really feel like these Johns was they was feeding, like they was siphoning this beautiful feminine energy, and I mean that in a cosmic sense. It's just increased your attraction. I don't mean sex appeal. I mean attraction. Like people wanting to come together, celebrate you, befriend you, be in your energy. It has had the complete opposite effect. Instead of you being collective head over heels or being beguiled or, used or whatever you want to call it, that didn't happen. It made you stronger, um, not withdrawn, but it's like maintaining your high standards. Mm, mm, mm. I feel like whatever type of man this is, and I'm picking up on, it's like you want a bevy of beauties around you, and because you don't actually have the charm that's required, you resulted to magic. This is why you should be literate. I mean, read, motherfuckers, read. Like, really. The greatest Don Juans and Casanovas had a way with words. That's if you ever listen to a pimp with they ignorant asses, they know how to beguile the class of women that they're going after. You don't have that. All you had going was money. That's what it feels like. That normally pull them in, huh? Not everybody. Y'all funny. Wow. See, look, there's another. I'm gonna say this. Y'all not willing to make the sacrifices required to attain what it is you want, because everything you want is materialistic, and so that's what it requires, and that's just ridiculous. Mm, you lack faith. I'm talking to a group of masculines real quick, right? The reason you found yourselves tied up with these demonic forces, living out of your pride, living out of your ego, being of this world and not in it, you don't have the faith that's required for it's an endurance race. The people you go against, they do. And the divine use them as an example. They are set apart from you, almost like a carrot used to get you to walk, to move in a certain way, at a certain pace. Because someone actually has ethics, someone has morals, they have a chaste spirit. Hmm. What are you willing to sacrifice in order to have what it is you truly want? So proud, so boastful. Don't even see how big the shadow aspect of itself has gotten. Going so hard in the paint for what, though? You really need to look into the symbology for yourselves with the eagle, because I see it here, here, here. Choose to ascend. I'm hearing River Deep Mountain High. I love that song. Hmm. Hey. I'm a little upset when I typed that in that I saw Celine. I'm sure she got the vocals for it, but mm. Phil Spector version. See, that makes all the difference. He's another crazy motherfucker. Whatever. He taking it. River Deep Mountain High. You know why? It's the faith. We did all that just to help you come to terms with it's the faith. doing today? There's a an ending that is manifesting. Just saw the Queen of Wands and the Death card. And somebody really, 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 really confident about that shit too. They want you to keep that same attitude, that same energy. I saw the Strength card and the King of Swords. Ooh, yeah. You gonna keep that same energy. You gonna need it. All right, Holy Spirit, what else you got? What do we need to say? For the collective. Thank you, thank you. Wow. I was getting massive acceleration, and then just with that, the Star and the King of Wands. Look at that. Yeah. Look at that. That is beautiful energy. Wow. The energy is good right now for starting projects, launching all sorts of things, is what I'm saying. That's a lot. So I feel like you should feel the energy that, I hate to be cliche, but Jesus got the will. We are ascending as a collective body. What do you need to look at? What is that? There are things that are like running direct interference in your victory, right? So they want you to look at, you know, people who could be competing with you. Are also very flighty energies too. I want you to know that. Like there are people who are throwing direct attacks. You're also about to see someone receive their karma. Somebody's luck has run out. I see that too. It's almost some. Listen, I feel like there are two rising stars. Take that as you want it, right? But one of these people feels like they're in direct competition with the other, and the other one's oblivious. Like, I'm not kidding, because it's like very spiritual, right? But in the middle of this, there's this person who wants you to see them. They're like, no, it's my spot. You know, Bighorn sheep, you meet them up on the mountains and shit. They be real territorial. They try to knock you down, you know. Cloven hoof can walk up all sorts of outcrops and shit. So someone may feel like you haven't earned your position, but you have. And it's not for them to judge and or decide. These people feel like you just appear out of nowhere. Look at that. This is mastery. Light and dark. That's mastery. You didn't appear out anywhere. You had shit you had to learn too. Hmm. I think I said that was the devil in this deck a while ago. I might have misspoke. It's the way I feel about halfling creatures. They're not natural. They're not of the natural order, so they're demonic to me. See, that's. Sorry, I know I misspoke. Anyway, it's the same shit. Trust me, it is. It's the same. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hmm. They really don't feel like you earned your spot, but these people be fake nice. They'll be like, yeah, but these are the same people who act like they support you. Realistically, they want your spot. Like I really do. I feel like you just appear out of nowhere. Like you was back and then you was out front. But see, you was in the cave learning. You had been in spiritual school for a long time, and then it's like you was like, okay, fine, Earth, let me come take this test real quick. And I don't mean that you weren't in your body. I mean just what I said. You were in spiritual school. You can get downloads, you can get information, but you before you really awaken, you don't really know. You're just like, okay. You spend a lot of time, I don't want to say feeling confused because that's not right, but feeling like something's off. So you're in a space of reflecting. You're too busy opening doors and boxes in your own self. So by the time you actually emerge, right, because the sun is a star, right? By the time you actually emerged from this state of dormancy, right, this is an awakening, a renewal. They're like, where the fuck did she come from? Where the fuck did he come from? Right. You was doing the healing. You was doing the work. You was fortifying your light body. But you really, no, they want you to pay attention, right? Because these people are around you. They throwing shots now. Don't get it twisted. But you about to see them get their karma. I mean it. You, you're about to see these people get back everything they put out. Because that is the universal law. But go around, come around, right? And it ain't gonna miss nobody. Like I said, I feel this energy. This is sweeping the world. This is the energy of the year, the seven, the tower. I'm sorry. Sometimes you just gotta like do things to get it out. When you know people be trying to play with your chakras and shit. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Ace of Pentacles is the seven energy as well. The Chariot. Mm-hmm. Now they're looking back about what seeds they have sown, right? Hmm. They should have been working with you, right? Seven Pentacles, Ace, that's eight, right? They should have been working with you. Because whoever, I'm telling you, it's something about that Hefe shit, right? Because look, heifer, Hefe, right? So they should have been working with you, but this person, these people, I guess they were, y'all share the same field clearly, and whatever it is, y'all on the same line, and you never had any interest in knocking this person out they spot. You were just working, investing in yourself, fixing your own pillars, your own foundations. Now that you've surpassed, right? I guess that's one of the rules, right? In the 48 laws of power, the teacher's never, I mean, the student is never to outwardly show that they've surpassed the master. When you know you have no more to learn from a person, you must respectfully exit, right? That's what you should do. But you never want to make someone who taught you, you never want to have that egoic moment. That's what I'm trying to say. You never want to be in that place where you're like, I'm better than you. No. And sometimes that does happen. You see it in old kung fu movies where, the student that ends up starting the street gang is the one who challenges the master and gets his ass handed to him, right? And next thing you know, he got the axe gang coming back. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Right. Right. Because they looked at you as a student because you were new, right? They didn't know who you were. They looked to you as you were outshining their master. But the reality of this, right? When you get your shit from the source, right? Stars are sources of energy, right? Right. So when you get your shit from the source, and they're getting theirs from ancient Chinese secrets and hidden scrolls and, occult knowledge and things they try to use and manipulate the masses, right? This is really where this problem came in. See how your pillars, 1, 2, 3, right? Rest on universal knowledge. Well, there's four, but that one's hidden, right? That's the four pillars of the foundations of the earth, if you will, right? Doesn't matter. You get yours from the source. This is all you were doing. Look, pentacle by pentacle, building up. See how it's all right. Now these people want to come towards you. What are they offering? Because there is an offer here. They want to give you something. I don't know if I like it. They may just want to make peace. What do they want to give? Look at this shit. I don't see. I told you I didn't necessarily like it. That's. They're scared. They're very worried, right? Because look, I told you they gotta go. They gotta do shit. They gotta go hell, whatever, right? Look. See the prongs and the horns. They gotta do all this shit. They gotta do all this shit. They gotta do all this shit. And you ain't gotta do all of that, right? Mm-mm. Destined to wear this crown, destined to have this energy, destined to have this power, right? Destined to make these moves, destined to ascend this far, just destined, right? But they gotta go in the dark, right? You, they could be afraid that mm, that you gonna bear their, lay their souls bare. Tell them stop fucking with you, right? Right. But anyway, they do shit in the dark, and they're nervous about it. So I really do feel like they want to make peace with you. Yeah, they want to be friends. They want to be friends. They want to be friends because they like, oh my God, you really do talk to the big guy? Yeah, some of us actually talk to the divine, like, and it's not complicated. Just talk to them. Just talk to them. Same way I'm talking to you, right? Just fucking talk to them. You think, look, that's the problem. That's the fucking problem. Look, You really do be thinking like, oh, it's got to be something more to it, right? Discontent, like, nah, that can't just be. Nah, they hiding something. Nah, it's got to be more. You mean I ain't gotta make no sacrifices to the moon? No, what? Huh? What you mean? Yeah, no, you ain't none of that's required. Remember, because the ultimate sacrifice was made, right? And every day we see this in our transits, right? The sun rises and falls, right? Every fucking day we are reminded of this. But no, it's got to be something more to it. You can't just be of good heart, like spirit, kindness, right? Charitable, peace, loving, right? You can't just be, can't have that sort of faith, huh? Refuse to see it for a simple, it's gotta be something more. You mean I ain't gotta, don animal skins and dance in the moonlight and, do these precarious, life threatening shit? Like, no, no, none of it. No, but you fight the truth. You fight the truth with everything you got. You fight the truth with everything you got. So you deserve what you get. I can't help it. Like, that's really how I feel. Like, forests, trees. Simple. But no, it's got to be something more, right? It must not be that simple. Why? Because they took the instructions. That's my new go-to. I'm gonna be on that one for a minute because they took the instructions to the book and they told you this is how you use the books, and you was like, well, you older than me, so you must know. Yeah, okay, sure. If age ever meant anything besides you hurt, your bones don't heal as fast. You bruise easier. Your digestion don't work. That's all that being older truly means. It don't mean that you know more. You would think time on Earth would give you that, but nah. I done met some real simpletons on this planet. So nope, not doing it. But this shit funny. You don't even want this. Like, and really, it's funny, right? Because he's got his hand on his throat, right? How often do you do that? Like, most people rub their head, they might fold their arms, they might scratch their chin, rub their chin, something like a thinker. But the throat, he like, I don't even know if I want to speak to you, motherfucker. Like on some real shit. I don't care what you. Mm-hmm. Mm, 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 mm. That shit funny to me. Look, exactly. Exactly. That's what I was saying. Look, that's what they be dealing with. They be making deals and make like begging and shit from this fucking dude here, right? The worst of the worst. Asking for what? Dumb shit. I need money. You can go to your heavenly father and ask for all that too. But no, you rather deal with the motherfucker who run this place, right? When we keep telling you your body is a vessel, right? Your body is a housing unit for your spirit. So none of this matters. It's so much bigger than all of that, but you don't see it. And so you're like, yeah, give me the riches, give me the fancy clothes, give me the fly house, give me. Constantly getting yourselves in cahoots with this guy. And anything he give you, he gonna take back. It come with strings, bruh. They want you to make a deal with the devil. That's just not who you are. They're afraid of their own contracts they've signed. Oh yeah. I feel like you should be. Because you have gambled your soul. I don't mean to laugh. But look, it's the crossroads. And on that, I see how we come full circle. Six of Swords, Four of Swords, and there's Death. This is what meets you people today. He's coming to collect. You can't beg for no more time. He gave you what you wanted. Now give him what he wants. Bye.